Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. Yeah, it's lit in the Chop Shop. Turn your dials up in the drop top. They ain't based to debate, but they keep it fact straight. Going 30 for 30. Let's do it first take on Facebook Live from 12 to 2. Rob Hatter and Jim Hicks going back and forth like Claude Ray, Skip Bayless and Stephen Smith. From on the court, off the court, straight to the field. Not a man that steals, but I made it steal. To the octagon where I fight to kill. We go face to face, then you write your will. I don't play tennis, but I bring the racket. I'm on the floor, I attack the basket. Put you in the casket when I'm overlapping. Never showing mercy, cause I'm always snapping. Never showing mercy when I'm in the arena. Step into the ring, he hit me as I beat him. Step into the court, I'm never backing down. Killing competition, I'm smacking down. Let me get back to the other stuff at the Chop Shop, cause they cutting up. It's Retro coming to you live to the Chop Shop. Now let's turn it up. Yeah, we in the Chop Shop, man. Shout out to Jim Hicks and Rob Hatter. You can catch the Chop Shop live from 12 to 2 on Facebook Live. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop.
H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, but Jim Hicks ain't alongside me today. So this our special, I call it the COVID-19 relief special. We doing a special day. I got some special individuals. They in the dressing room getting dressed right now. They putting on their makeup and all of that stuff. I got two special guests for y'all. You know, I gave you double for your trouble. But the Chop Shop is your midday sports happy hour, and it's just a unique platform that I thought that me and Jimmy got together. And on Friday, he got certain things he had to do. But he said, man, if you got time to do it, and I have, man, let's get the people what they want. So I'm here on Friday, and we got a unique platform today. It's YouTube only. And the only reason I do this exclusive to YouTube, because I want to have some exclusive content just for YouTube. So I want all our Facebook people from the Facebook to come over here on YouTube on Fridays, on this special day, to build up our imprint so it can get out to the world. I found out a few months ago, brilliant young man told me, Robert, I know you got a big following on Facebook, but YouTube is owned by Google. And I said, yeah. He said, Google is the #1 search engine in the world. So guess who's the #2 search engine in the world? YouTube. So y'all have to be on that platform. It's a larger platform that Facebook can ever think about. And always remember, YouTube is made for videos and shows. Facebook is not made. That's why we can look clearer and better on YouTube. So I'm going to introduce these guests. These two are men. The reason I brought them in, both of them have been special in my life. One I've done business with. One who him and his son and my son were rivals in high school basketball. But unlike most parents, he and I, we huddle up before and after the game instead of arguing and bickering like most. So guess what? Parents, you're going to have an example of two powerful men with two gifted sons that played at rival schools, but we always remain friends because we were friends before they were born. So without further ado, I want to bring to y'all, I'm going to introduce them one at a time. First of all, we got Dirk Minifield is in the building. Hold on. Hey, Dirk. Hey, if they ain't watch this, I got my own clap music.
You got yours?
Okay?
Well, play it.
Hold up. I got something else for our next guest. And our next guest, wow. I don't know how to explain him. But Corey McCoy, if I ever needed a player to go overseas, before I do anything, I call this guy Corey McCoy with 610 Sports. Now he is in the building. You see, now you on the screen, Corey. Say hey to the Chop Shop family.
I know you got your. Am I in the frame?
Man, you in the frame. You're looking good. You're looking good, baby. Hold up. Guess what?
Here with you guys this morning, man.
Hey, and I'm gonna put. Now we're a little bit bigger. I can crop it. I got so many things. Hold up. I got something for you. Before we go any further, I'm gonna check this out. Your name is under your thing. Watch this out.
Man, you doing the big time.
Come on, man. I don't play no game. Hold up. Not that one, Dirt. Not that one. Got something for Dirt. Hold up. Dirk Minifield's name is up under him. Now let me find my name. Hold up, let me find my name. You see, I take care of my guests first.
Hey, Dirk, I didn't know he was this good technically.
Oh yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He went to another level on us.
Hey, now look what I got on the screen. Hey, now let me talk to my people in my Facebook feed. We affectionately call them the Boom Boom Room. And the reason we do, Corey, you remember, they call Jimmy and I Ray and Claude on life because we always going back and forth, right? so in the movie they got this fictional room called the Boom Boom Room that they take themselves mentally away from the rest of the world. So these people on the YouTube, and it's a lot of them on here today. And what I want y'all to do right now, like and share the show right now so your friends can watch.
Like and share the show, the Chop Shop.
Like and share it, and so we can. And every time something happens, do a thumbs up because those impressions help move the thing so other people can come see it. So we got all that business out the way. I got something to do, Corey. This guy in the middle of the screen, Dirk Minifield, just in case you didn't know who he was, right?
Yeah.
Just in case. I want you to take some. Let me find it, man. I found some.
He's going big time now, Corey.
You got his throwback?
Hold up.
Throwback Friday.
Hey, hold up.
TBS.
First of all, look at him in the screen. Look at this guy, Dirk Minifield, in the screen. Dirk, you can't see it on you. You got to have another device so you can see it. He is actually on Mississippi State. He played for Kentucky. Look where his head. He looking in the rim. Hold up, y'all. He don't have to say nothing. I got him covered up. I ain't gonna listen, y'all. This actually happened. I saw this game, and then I had to hold up. Then the next couple of years, I had to play against. I said, man, I got to play against him. Hey, so hold up, Dirk. That ain't it, right? So I had to go and cause we kind of more mature age. So I had to go back and find the video, but it's kind of grainy. But y'all watch this now. Watch this, y'all. Check this out. It's gonna pop up. Hold on, let me hit it again, Dirk. See, Dirk, it's so old and grainy. Let me tell you something.
God, it's good you was able to find that.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me turn some of this stuff off. Because if I might have overloaded the computer. That's what I did. Look, I got a million things open. Watch this. But it's coming up. I'm gonna force quit that.
You gotta post. You gotta show that.
Oh,
man.
Come on, man. Come on. That's about to happen. Okay, but now hold up, Dirk. Hold up. They tell me to push the button. Okay, here it comes.
39 advantage for
Okay.
Kentucky. Tapped away from Wells. Turpin with the steal. Minifield, foot race.
So y'all, man.
Oh my God, Dirk. I can't believe they doing me like this. I can't believe they be. See, Skype is they call it a CPU.
Right.
They suck up all your CPU. So
Yeah.
it's gonna come a little later. But y'all, I'm playing that. Don't y'all even worry about that. That's getting played. But Dirk, first of all, I want to start the show off. Dirk, really and truly, with this pandemic, Corey, with this pandemic and going on, I want to start the show off because this weekend is Easter weekend. Okay, this is Good Friday. Okay,
Good Friday,
even
yeah.
I don't care what your religion is. You know, today we're gonna do it this way. So just a short prayer, and then we're gonna get into this thing. But Lord, today, shorten the timeline, extend the deadline, throw somebody struggling a lifeline, give me peace of mind, and help those that are in a financial bind catch up from behind. And Lord, help me nail down opportunities, crucify fear, pierce poverty in the side, put a crown on overcomers, lift up the downtrodden, and resurrect the resilient. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 I had to get that out the way, John. I had to get that out the way.
If you don't make it as a talk show host, man, you ready
We
for
gotta
preach
preach.
already. What you think about that, Dirk?
Hey, Dirk, don't say that. Dirk, you know when John Lucas had his game out there, and Bryce, that whatever that thing Bryce them and all the top young players played at not too long ago. Do you know one morning we sitting there before the drill started, I think it was on a Sunday morning. Do you know John called me out of the crowd and said, man, go and say the prayer right quick. Go and say the prayer right quick. On the spot. So guess what? If you prayed up, you will always have a prayer.
That's it.
But,
You're already ready.
But guess what? TJ and everybody, Mindy Collins. Mindy Collins just said something, y'all, on the feed. Hold on. She said, Mayor, Mayor Turner prayed a prayer yesterday. I prayed one yesterday too, because it was National Prayer Day yesterday. But not Jimmy. See, I'm gonna call y'all Jimmy. Don't get mad. Maybe once or twice. But Dirk and Corey, we got more encouraging news. Talked to some doctors around the country about the coronavirus. Hospitalizations and the ICU rate is going down. Okay, right. We're closer to the peak than we ever been before. So, it's a unique thing. So, hey, young men, I got y'all on this show. So, a whole lot of stuff happening in sports, in the business of sports. Dirk, we had a unique conversation yesterday on the air, and I know you wanna talk about that, Corey. Yesterday we're gonna gloss over it because I got some new stuff, new developments. Corey. Mark Spears, who writes for The Undefeated, great writer on the West Coast, great guy, met him. He's been on the show. He just wrote an article about the GMs, the assistant GMs in the NBA. They're whining about not being able to get a job. The Chicago job came open, and they did not interview no black candidates. Not one. They even resurrected excuse me, because I like him. I'm sorry. Brian Colangelo.
Right.
The one who was on Twittergate, had their burner account. They even interviewed him. I heard they wanted to now this is what I heard now. I heard they wanted to interview Troy Weaver from OKC. But OKC didn't give him permission. Okay, so Dirk, my thing is, Corey, all I said was, and I think a lot of people, because I know y'all walk in this realm, and a lot of people don't understand where I was coming from. But all I wanted them to explain is, when these guys and these executives, a lot of these guys are assistants or players, when they were coming up and needed an agent, Corey, that's when they had their power, because they had the power to choose who their agent was. In this case, they're the employer. So Jerry Reinsdorf has the choice to choose whoever he want to. Can't
Exactly.
get mad at your company. At your company, you hire who you familiar with and who you comfortable with and who's competent. Am I right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
So
You work with who you want. Yeah.
so I gave Dirk said, Robert. Dirk told me yesterday, Robert, you said something yesterday that people just didn't get because you and Jimmy was going back and forth, and I apologize, y'all. But he said something, Robert. He said several points. Man, I'm riding around on my bike yesterday. Dirk said several points that I brought up yesterday was even, and he's in this business, but even shattered, it shook him a little bit.
Yeah,
Dirk, you want to
yeah.
talk about that? You want to talk about that? Any of that?
Yeah, I mean, for everybody out there who's listening, what was said yesterday when Robert was talking about the power, people forget that as being a former player myself and working in the business, when we get hired, we forget that we don't have the power that we had as players because we're not part of the brand anymore.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're not what driving the brand. Now we're in the background building the brand. We're working for those people who have the power.
Right.
Everybody was saying, well, he had a chance to interview a black person, speaking of Mr. Ransdorf, but no, he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He looks for the best candidate, in his opinion, to run his business.
Yep.
And he looked at it from the prospect that if you play, you're really not the best prospect to run my business just because you play.
Right.
Okay.
I ain't looking for the best candidate. White, black, purple, or green. It just happened in his opinion, all the best candidates was white.
Right.
He has that ability because it's his business. Am I right, Corey?
You're right. You're right. And that's how it is.
The other point that Robert was making about this is that we, meaning us black professional former players, shouldn't be upset. We should be working to put ourselves in a position where our value, to give you an example, Elton Brand, who went and worked in the G League.
That's a great point.
As a general manager and a team president,
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years, he built that up. The owner watched him and said, now you're ready to run our franchise.
Yeah.
So maybe those guys need a little more grooming
Okay.
to make their mark, like the guy who just won the championship last year. Toronto.
Missouri. Yeah.
He went and worked his way, made a name for himself, made some good, built Denver into a potential playoff team.
Yeah.
That's right.
People looked at him as a star,
That's right.
and Toronto went and snatched him up.
That's it.
So you can't get mad at Jerry Reinsdorf, but this wasn't talked about yesterday when Robert was mentioning this, and I thought that was one thing that the people didn't get. That
they need to hear that.
Just because we play don't mean we're ready to ascend to a place of authority in the business of basketball.
But Dirk, to counter that, but there are some guys out there that are qualified to do that job. And I got a question. What if Denver didn't give Missouri the chance? See, everybody had to have a chance to be everybody's not like Brian Colangelo, whose daddy ran a team and part on a team. What if Penny never gave me a chance? You would have never know how good we were. What if Orlando Pace would have never gave us a chance? we wouldn't have never known.
But that goes back to what you said, though, Robert.
Okay.
Orlando Pace had a choice to choose what agent he wants. Jerry Reinsdorf has a choice. Now, you're right about getting the opportunities, but it goes back to the old saying when we all was growing up. Opportunity rests on the person who is prepared for the opportunity. If you don't go create the preparation, and see, because we got to stop saying just because he didn't interview any black potential GMs that made him, that excluded an opportunity. No, what he did was create a situation now where Robert Hatter, for the next job, can possibly get looked at because he overlooked Robert Hatter.
Okay.
You all like to see, so we can't look at it as a bad thing because now the league gonna look at that and say, well, we got to take a look at our hiring process.
Okay.
Right.
Because Dirk, we do out, and I don't think it's a league problem. Me per se, I think it's the 30 owners problem.
It's a millionaire.
Because the reason I say that, Mark Tatum was a black man. He is the deputy commissioner he's the number 2 man in under Adam Silver. And if you ask those two guys, they all for it. But Jerry Reinsdorf have the choice. And Dirk, Clarence Harris asked the question, did you have a black agent in your day? I don't think it wasn't too many black agents when Dirk came up. Who was the black agent back then? Huh?
During that time, we only had 3.
Who was it? Tuck?
That was
Charles Tucker.
Magic's agent, Doc. And then the brother that died out in California, the big heavyset guy, I forget his name.
Oh, no, you're talking about.
He was Slaughter.
Fred Slaughter.
He was around for a long time.
Fred Slaughter, yes.
And then it was one other guy.
Okay.
That was Abdul. He had played in the league. He was representing some guys.
Okay.
He represented Freddie Brown.
Okay.
And all of those guys.
Okay.
We didn't really have a lot of opportunities back in my day because most of the NBA was run by the agents on the East Coast.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You had the big conglomerate over there in DC. You had the guys out of New York. You know what I'm saying? And they was pretty much running the league at that time. Yeah. But if I but you got to remember, I came out of Kentucky, and I just want to educate people about Big Five.
Let's go. Do your thing. Do your thing, baby.
Big Five school, they are going to drive the car for you about who's going to be your financial guy, who's going to be your agent. They're going to bring those people in for you. You don't have to go seek them out. Now, you can tell them what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But basically, they're going to kind of convince you. And you got to remember, Robert, it's different now with the players having more freedom. And you know this, Corey.
Yeah.
That we didn't have that freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because we were going into a business that we didn't have no access to in college. See, we didn't have access.
Excuse me. And guess what? Yeah. They just started letting us play a few years. They just started letting us play in that league. When Earl Cooper and them came, a generation right before that, Dirk.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember, you got to think about it. When me and you was in school, Robert, and I'm gonna give the people out there education. Look, there were only 10 Division I black head coaches.
Yeah,
10. There was only 2 at a Power 5 school, and that was John Thompson.
Yeah.
At Georgetown.
Chaney.
That's it. That's it.
So, we couldn't even have a choice about choosing because I know for me, my whole goal was to try to play for a black coach, but my choices was limited. You know, and I was a basketball player, and I never said I was a scholar. I was a good student, but I wasn't Georgetown student.
Right.
So I knew I couldn't get. I'm like, man, they know you better send that letter back. and the parents today, the kids have choices, but. Robert I just want to say one other thing to what you talked about yesterday.
Okay.
And you talked about economic education.
Right.
And Jimmy was alluding to that it started at home. Well, for the folks out there, to clarify that, Robert Hatter is at the end of the line. Corey's at the end of the line.
Yeah.
At the end of the line. All them things Jimmy was talking about, all those guys get that. They get the grandmas, the moms, the discipline and all that. But when they get to us, when they're 22, 18, 19 to 22, they're starting to formulate their own thought process about how they're going to be. And now, you're asking us to come in and say to a guy who just got a contract for $4.5 million, well, this is what you can do, you can't do. And then, but the most important thing though, Robert Hatter talked about compounded interest. You see, because kids don't learn about banking.
No.
So I'm telling the parents out there today, go back, listen to that show.
And I'll repeat it, Corey.
I was saying.
And Corey, all I was saying, I was talking about, you know, Coach, we got into, Corey, also when CJ McCollum came on a podcast, podcast with Jay Williams, and he talked about out of the 450 basketball players in the NBA currently, during this lockout, 150 of them will be in a little trouble, be in a tight situation because they're living from check to check. They need that check. They need that check. 150, a third of them will need that check. And we were just we just talked about it. See, and what people don't understand is, like I was talking about it, Dirk, I was just talking about capitalism, right? Capitalism was built on competition. Let's get that right. Capitalism, I'm giving you business 101, who haven't been to business school. It was built, it was the very basic idea of it is that smart people, Dirk, end up taking money from people that are not so smart. That's how it was built.
Yeah.
The Carnegies, the Mellons, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, they took advantage of slavery, all of that, because they were smart and the people wasn't so. Okay, I'm just showing you that's how it was built. Now, I didn't do it. I wasn't back there. But but Dirk, being broke don't mean you're dumb. Let's get that straight. I said that, and I know that went over everybody's head. Being broke, because some of us started out that way. Most of us started out with no money.
Yeah.
You ain't dumb because you started out. That's how we started out. But when you get $10 million in the bank and can't read a contract and don't know anything about investing, asset allocation, and compound interest, and you know nothing about that, all I said was, well, I know. It's some little white guy from Harvard gonna smell you from a mile away. He calls you fresh meat. Corey, you know, fresh meat. And when think about it. Most athletes, when all they looking at is the booty and the bling and the parties.
That's it.
You're young.
That's 90% of it.
Man, I remember. Hold up. I remember we was at the Super Bowl. We was something All-Star game. So one of the players, all us need some money because for some reason all of us needed some money, right? So everybody go up get their money, right? So we get in the car. One of the young players he said, Hatter, he said, I had to look at my balance before I got some money out. You just went and got what the hell you want out of there. I said, yeah, son. I was kind of set up that way. That it's set up that way. Let me tell you something. I ask every guy I deal with, hey man, you know how much money you got? Hold on.
Hell no.
Hold on. And guess what? And I never forget. What's the guy name? With the cups? The pimp with the cups. Bishop Don Juan.
From Chicago.
Get what he said one time.
Yeah.
He said, man, if you know how much money you got, that means you ain't got much. I said, but I want to know in the ballpark how much money you got. So that's all Corey, I was taking them through that. Because, Corey, what I wanted them to get to understand, and you just chime in anytime you want to, when you're not paying attention, that means you're unconscious. And all these players, this ain't their part. They just unconscious to financial literacy. Everybody don't have an MBA. Everybody haven't been to business school. And people that are unconscious always are very vulnerable.
That's it.
When you are not financial conscious, then you are economically exploited. That's something that came out yesterday. Okay.
You know how much it costs to have, let's say you hire an agent, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The next thing you hire is an accountant. The next thing you hire is an attorney. All three watching each other. You know how much it costs me to have an attorney every month on retainer? Maybe $150. An accountant, maybe $300. Your agent get his percentage. You paying $450 a month. You can't afford not to have those guys.
You got to have a team. It's called a team.
You know why I got all three of them, Hatter? Because they all watching each other. Everybody want to make sure they gonna get their check.
But you know what?
I said, did you? The attorney watching what the agent do. Okay. The agent watching what the attorney do. The accountant watching every damn body, and you can sit back and watch all of them too.
Hold up.
So everybody come and we have a meeting. I only want to hear what you got to say about your part, what you got to say about your part, and what you got to say about your part.
And you know what's amazing about that corporate? What you just said, that's what we teach at our RTP. The union has a division where even if you have that team, we have a division where that you can tap into, that you can call the union, and they will give you a person to watch all of them people.
That's what they need to do that. I don't know why.
Players, but it goes back to what Hatter said yesterday. If you're financially literate, and you get that team, you follow directions, you get that team, and you don't watch those people, one of those people gonna turn you into a lamb. They always do.
Because they waiting on it.
You know what's so unique that you said that? And we had a practice in our firm that we would always watch, not necessarily watch the financial planner, but quarterly, I want to see a report.
Yeah.
But I never forget, I told Dirk this. When, Penny used to tell me, man, do this, man, do this. He used to hate. Anytime I came over there with that briefcase, anytime I came, man, I got to drive by. Dude, I want you to sign every last one of your checks. You know why? Because you have a mental note of what's
going on.
Don't let nobody. That's why he still got so much money.
Yeah.
Because he had a dude that cared about him.
And you taught him.
Yeah.
So you were teaching him.
Listen, when it first started, they used to always say the agents were stealing the money.
Agent never see the money.
90% of the theft come from financial planning.
Yes.
It always has been. But the agents, the way the NBA and the NFL has set it up, we have to hire those guys,
Uh-huh.
and we take the fall for it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what though?
And that's how it is. The NFL is just like that. They're set up just that same way that you got to have when it's a certain threshold of money.
Uh-huh.
You have to institute that into your firm, even if
Guess
you
what?
don't always feel comfortable
I
with
made it a point through history. I did not want to be friends with the financial advisor. I didn't want him to be my friend. I didn't
not
want
a
it
good thing.
because I want that player to choose him. Because guess what? If somebody mess out my client money, I'm going at it. Hey, let's say I let Dirk, hold up. Let's say I let Dirk represent Penny Money. Dirk, my dude.
Right.
And Dirk go mishandle something. I'm going to
Right.
cover that up because that's my dude.
That's what it is.
But I'm not going to do, I think it's an inherent conflict. Parents, listen to me. I feel it's inherent from my 30 years of knowledge in this business. It's an inherent conflict to let this guy be the same company.
Be over 100%, right?
Don't do that.
Don't do
That's
it.
just like putting me in a room butt naked, me and Beyonce butt naked, and you telling me not to touch.
Right. It ain't gonna happen.
Hold up, when she wasn't married. Because if she was married, I still want to touch her. When she wasn't married, that's too much temptation.
That's it.
It's too much temptation. So that's why I went with it. Corey, that was a great insight. And hold up, I got something else, Corey. I think, because when you're unconscious, and I'm just going back from yesterday, a predator will make you his prey. You can come in.
You know, I want to, Dirk, y'all was talking about something from yesterday too, and something I really wanted to speak on was how we were talking about how all of this is in bed together. How when you're a player, then you start getting towards your retiring years, then you retire, and you trying to figure out what area you're going to go into, and also what did you do as a player? Were you a player that played? Did you get involved with the union? Did you get involved with the league? Were you a shit starter? Were you just, what kind of player was you? Are you able to go on to the G League and be a coach? Are you able to go into the NBA to be a coach or an assistant? What role are you trading? Are you going to go into the agency side? It's kind of like now, agents are becoming GMs and presidents of teams.
Right.
So who you think agents are going to hire when they become president of the team? You think I'm going to come get you, Dirk? You want my client? I'm not hiring Dirk. I'm hiring, God rest his soul, Kobe to come in and be something. I'm going to hire this guy. And the guy that's in New York, he's going to hire his former players to be the GM. And guess what? They're going to move up with the Knicks. Then they'll move to what? They'll move on to the Nets, to the Brooklyn. Then they'll move to each team. And all you're doing is keeping that same conglomerate that you built as an agent, you building it as a GM or president. So all the guys you groomed and raised, they're moving to the Denver Nuggets, to the Dallas Mavericks, to the Lakers.
That's who you trust. That's who you trust.
That's what you've done, Dirk. You put your arms around the NBA again, and now nobody can get in. See, I pride LeBron James on doing what he's doing, right? But the key to also what he's doing as he's building brands and all this stuff with the league, his players also got to be righteous players in the league and do the right thing where they can also move on to other teams and become GMs and this and that. It's okay if you don't make it better for the next guy that's coming, not just to lace them up and play. I mean, for other guys to get a job. Why the guy in San Antonio, the guy from Nigeria that's been sitting on the bench for 10 years, why the hell he ain't up for a GM job? Why the Collison brother that they say that's the one that came out as gay, why he ain't got a job up in Golden State? He don't want to leave? Why he don't have a coaching job with Orlando Magic or an assistant job? Why Nick Van Exel don't have a job yet, head coaching job or a GM job? So hey, I just wanted to drop that.
You know what's so unique? I sit and told a story. See, sometimes you got to understand, And people, I want you to really understand that the reason I bring up some of these topics is because I pray that you have a kid in this community that you might be football or basketball that's in a position of influence and can hear this stuff. Y'all life, Clarence Harris, and all of y'all out there, life is more than a damn AAU team.
Hey, Adam, hold up. Let's go back to this. Everybody that's the coach and the AAU team ain't going to be GMs and assistants. Some of the players ain't going to make it to the league.
No.
If one player does, what his friends that's around him that you giving money to go to the club, won't you tell that friend, hey, when he go off to this school, let's see if we can get you in there so you can go learn some shit.
No, I
They
am
don't want
trying.
to feel that.
The reason I said that, because everybody, a lot of people around here has this summer basketball, AAU, get over everybody mentality. It's a time for y'all. I told y'all God put me here for a reason. Y'all might not like me right now, but in 5 or 6 years, when your kid is benefit from this information I'm giving them, you'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want to hear about little Johnny that made a layup over here, a little bunny. Let me tell you something. It's a time for that. Me and that man there, Dirk Minifield, our kids went through this stuff.
Yeah.
We had, think about this. 2 parents, men of power. Sons went to 2 different, rival excuse me. My son hated Bel-Air so much. When he went to college, he came back home. I know the coach. The coach gave me the keys, man. You can go over there and play, work out. Robert said, man, I ain't going over there and work out at that gym. He hated Bel-Air so much. That rivalry was so thick. His son played for Bel-Air. My son played for Westside. And me and him were friends before they ever played and before they were born. And we're still friends even during the rivalry. This is an example, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't nothing I'm finna tell you. He right there. Ask him. Half of y'all don't want to speak to the other dude because your son rank higher than him.
Right.
You don't want to speak to him, dude, because he'll point guard and your son will go. This damn, excuse my language, this damn AAU mentality that we have, life is bigger.
I had to tell him, Corey, that his son was going to be special.
I always say he couldn't play.
Man. Yeah.
I always said, man, he's just all right. Dirk said, man, all right. Wherever he go, when we leave the gym, they ask him about who is the little dude in the goggles. He said, dude, but you know how I am. I looked at his habits. Man. He rather go study and read a book than to go work out.
But Hatter, that's what some parents don't get. You can do both to get where you need to get. He gonna still be a millionaire. It might not be through dribbling, but he got that degree from that Ivy League school. That's it equates to the same type of success.
We done lost sight at the grassroots level what grassroots is about.
Yeah.
Grassroots is not about making the NBA. 1% makes the NBA. Grassroots is about.
Take my hat off too.
I know. You got me over here fanning like I'm in church, man.
Successful in
Man.
can get their school paid for. That's what we were doing it for.
That's it.
Hold up, say that one more time, Dirk. Dirk, hold up, Corey. Dirk, say that one more time so the people in the back can hear you. Because we got some people on this Facebook feed, and YouTube feed. Hey, y'all, I want y'all to, everybody who went on YouTube today, make sure y'all relay that to them. Okay? Okay, now come on, Dirk. Let's go. What you say?
We lost focus what grassroots is about.
Okay.
Grassroots is about what started for people to have access at getting into colleges, not for us to go find elite guys to play in the NBA. It morphed into something else because if we focus on getting into college, whoever gonna be an NBA player gonna materialize. Ain't nothing me and you gotta do about that. But what we gotta focus on so that we get more kids into college is the fact of it is that basketball is a vehicle for you to have a good life.
That's it.
You chose your son to study. He got an Ivy League education. He making Ivy League money. You understand what I'm saying? He making Ivy League money.
Hey, I got a raise. Dirt, I got a raise. Dirt,
And then there's
he ain't asked me for nothing.
You ain't gonna have to, because you already did.
You know what? You know we forget about college too sometimes? The relationships and everything you build, not just with your athletes, but some guys off the court or some administrators. It's some connections there, man, that you keep there for life. That you think, Dirk, you went to Kentucky. It's an old lady there that remember you. Hell, you can call and get some done.
Because I played at Kentucky, because
that's what it is.
To be a company guy to work in a corporation.
Hey, Dirk, some people have to stay for 1 year, some people have to stay for 2, others have to stay for 4. Right. But out of those years, you got to do the right thing within those situations.
Exactly.
Because you got to make sure that your connections are right. Because if you stay for 1 or 2, you take a guy like Billy Preston, right? Look at his situation. You know, this guy was supposed to be touted as everything. Now he don't even have a university. Hell, he don't have an AAU program. He ain't got no overseas program. No, your life is over at 22, 23. You ain't got no connection. You burned all your basketball bridges.
A great example.
You don't have no education. The university don't want to deal with you. What there's left?
The one thing that I always talk to my son about, and my son's journey has been different than a lot.
Yeah.
But the one thing I always talk to him about is this. The one thing you got to prepare for is that basketball is going to stop bouncing for you.
What do you do when the ball stops dribbling?
Yeah. So, and some people is sooner than most.
Right.
But if you have used basketball all along that time until you get to that point, it will pay you off.
You know, and that's something unique.
That's a good one.
And I want to keep harping on him, but I just want to use this example because me talking about Robert in his plight, it's a young kid in Dallas taking that same plight. He's going to Cornell. I just wish more people would take a look at it. Especially somebody came on this show and said something, especially if your income is below $75,000 a year.
Hey,
you can go there for free.
Adam, let me tell you something. One of the biggest decisions I had to make when my brother was playing, Jason McCoy.
Yeah.
He got recruited by Brown, Cornell,
I remember.
Yale, Harvard. And what I had to say in my mind was that, is he gonna make it to the NBA? No, probably not.
Right.
But what education I wanted him to go. We had Tulane, TC. I said, you know what? We're gonna go Rutgers, Big East.
Right.
This is your chance to play against Seton Hall and all the top schools and Syracuse. They was all in the Big East then. Mm-hmm. This is your chance to test if you can come out of this with Carmelo Anthony and Eddie Griffin night in and night out, and you say you NBA. If you can't, then you're gonna get a similar to an Ivy League education right here.
Exactly.
And let's see how the ball bounces.
Exactly.
And that's what that's about. It's like everybody want to send their kids to Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina. Well, you know what? Some kids, if they're smart, you give them another opportunity. It's Stanford, Yale, Harvard, Princeton's out there for you. Everybody can't get on Kentucky roster. How many they got? 14 slots?
Exactly. And I'm going to give you something, Corey. Now, like I was saying, my son then took a different path. You know, he went to junior college. You know what I'm saying? He's playing at NAIA school now. But it is the number 3. Check this out. The number 3 educational placement university in the state of Texas.
You just said something, Dirk.
I'm listening.
He getting basketball, but he getting his degree and he getting his education, and he gonna get a job.
He gonna have 2 degrees.
And he gonna have a good job.
And hold up, and he got a daddy. If he want to coach, go put him on the right track. Or if
Right.
you want to be, see, Jim, you got to realize, man. I'm sitting here laughing at us and laughing at even Robert, even y'all. He still ain't got it all. He ain't but 25 years old, so he had to call and ask me for advice, right? So he called me. Yeah. Y'all don't tell him I told y'all that. Hey, he called me, right? And we was talking about, his company is great. But see, all the people who've been leaving his company, young guys like him, get to be 30, are going out starting the other companies. So he got that mindset, right? So he said, Dad, I want a little bit more experience. I like basketball. Him and Steve Mills were cool. Him and Mark Tatum cool, but he don't want to work for the. He found out how much the NBA is not paying. He said, "No, I'm not. I'm not working at no NBA office in New York." He said, "I make way more money than them." So he said, "I'm not going to do that."
That's true.
He said,
I can attest to that.
I didn't know, Dirk. I didn't know. So then he said something about he wanted to look at Nike and call my people with Nike. Okay. And I said, this is what I told him, Dirk. I got people. I got Lynn Merritt. I got Nico Harris. But son, with the background you have, they just got a new GM. A new president. That he is an e-commerce, Mr. Donahue. They knew the old guy gone. They got a new. He is an e-commerce. Robert is an e-commerce expert.
Hey.
He speaks your language. You don't need to talk to these guys. You need to go above them. You need to be looked at. And he looked at me like, he like mad at me. Look past this level.
That's it.
You got to think that just like the owners, that's why owners hire those guys who have analytic backgrounds.
But I want to stop you right there, Robert. And the reason I want to stop because I want the parents to hear what you just said.
Okay.
Because it's real important.
Okay.
See, and I watch Steve Harvey a lot because he said a lot of good motivation.
Oh, yes, sir. Great.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey said this, and you just said this to your son in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
If you dream little, God bless you
With
with small blessings.
Ha ha. Say it again. Say that again now.
God bless you with big blessings because we serve, and I don't know what religion y'all are out there, but we serve a mighty God.
That's
And
it.
nothing is too big for him. And you just said to your son, yeah, I know the peons, but you already, your knowledge has passed them. So you got to go where your knowledge is valued.
Hey, Dirk. Not getting off track. I told my daughter that a year or so ago. She'll be a doctor next year. She said DJs be in her DM. I said, baby, no disrespect, but you about to be a doctor. We ain't doing no damn DJ. And I'm cool with DJs. People have careers in this, but it's certain. If that's his second thing and he done something else, yeah. But you 23, you don't. What the hell you gonna do? And you PhD and that don't compute.
If we don't,
Also, let me tell you something. Your seed married my seed married your seed, and we strong as parents, and we build it. What you think Jay-Z gonna let his daughter go marry some other average dude? And hell no. You bringing the stock down.
So you mean like Floyd Mayweather let his daughter come here and live with a rapper?
Right.
Hey, Corey, you turn your light off? Corey, did you turn your light off?
Robert,
It got dark on you?
Yeah, it got dark.
Robert,
Hold up.
my daughter was a straight A student.
No, the
at
camera
Fort
is perfect. Hold on. Camera's perfect. You just don't have no light on your face.
Yeah, we can't be dark now.
You're a little dark there, buddy.
Hold up.
You're a little dark there. But now, what were you saying about your daughter?
I'm saying, and I'm telling this to the parents out there.
Uh-huh.
My daughter was getting a free education,
That
public
better, Adams?
good school in
Now,
Fort
hold on,
Bend.
Dirt. No, it's not. Because the light have to be on your face, not behind you is what's blinding the light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind you is what's blinding. Yeah.
Hey, there you go, the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. Better than
That's a little better. Come on. Come on with it.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was getting a free education.
Okay.
She was making straight A's.
Okay.
Me and my wife said she wanted to be a doctor. I said, okay, so we're going to put you in a school to where is that all the people there think like you think. I took her to private school. Now, she ran track and all that stuff, but that wasn't what she was there for. And what I'm telling the parents out there is that I put her in a totally foreign environment at Episcopal school.
You know what you just said? She ran track and she did all that, but that's not what she was there for.
What she was there for? She was there to make friends and get good grades. Because those friends she got, and she already be a junior college.
Yeah.
Her for life. She got opened up to her where she went to school with Tim and Fertitta's kids. She know him personally. She allowed me to get on a first name basis with him.
That's it.
And what I'm saying is, parents out there, is that we got access to be able to do things for our kids that we're not doing because we get caught up in their athletic prowess.
That's it.
Mm.
And not that you shouldn't,
No,
but
there's nothing wrong with that.
the focus that the ball will stop bouncing one day for us all.
Okay.
And you got to prepare them, and you got to put them in environments to help prepare them. See, because it ain't just, at all.
So we gotta do as much as we can, control the better environment as long as we can, because they're gonna get exposed to it, and let's make sure they're making the right decision.
So if you don't control the environment, they get to me and you and Hatter and me and you, and you trying to find them a job, and I'm trying to help them keep their money, and Hatter's trying to make sure they get to the right team. And if they haven't been in that environment that has exposed them to making the right choices, it don't matter what we say.
Dirk, you know what you just said is the same thing you did with your daughter at an earlier stage as Hatter did with his son. He was like, you going to this private school, if you make it to the league, that's just icing on the cake.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, look who you're associated with. And let's get it done.
Yeah.
Boy,
And
y'all,
that piece is what we miss in a lot of grassroots programs.
Yeah.
And I don't knock none of the grassroots guys because I'm one of them.
No.
But the parents got to come back to earth a little bit
Yeah.
and help us so that we at the finished product, that 70% of first generational money lost, we can change those numbers.
Change that and bring that back.
Yeah.
You
We can
know,
change
Take the seeds, man.
And what I tried to even talk about is yesterday is I was just talking about, the steps of wealth. Okay? The steps. Now, I didn't say the steps of getting money. I said steps of wealth. Okay?
Now, parents, y'all listen to that.
It's two
There's a
different
difference
things.
between getting money and getting wealth.
And
Because I got money, but I ain't got no wealth.
okay, think about this, y'all. First of all, you got to figure out where the money is. Okay, that's number one. And I use the players. The players figured out where the money was. That's why they in there dribbling and shooting and dunking on everybody. They figured that part out. They put their bodies through. Kobe used to black out. So he knew where the money was, and he put a plan. The next thing, you got to make a plan how to get your hands on that money. That's when you go, bah, 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 yeah, so I can get drafted, right? Then you got to work that plan and execute the plan. You got to stay good in the league. You got to what they call it, They got to rinse and repeat it, and until you acquire a whole lot of assets.
That's it.
Okay?
That's
Okay.
it.
And then the last one, that a lot of players do get that far right there, right? Everybody,
Right.
a lot of, they get that far. A lot of them, not all of them. The last one, y'all, is called asset protection.
Hey,
How you protect your assets. I gave you a figure, Dirk, and Dirk, I'm gonna put it to you plainly today, because you say you heard it, but you thought I was talking about players. 70% of wealthy families lose it all in one generation. 70% of wealthy families lose it all in one generation.
So you talking about of that 2% that are wealthy in the United States, 70% of that 2% lose all their money in the first
But we don't
generation.
know, because guess what? We don't know when they lose their wealth, because guess
Right.
what? They ain't
gonna
talking
get
about
smoked.
They ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about that on ESPN. They ain't talking about that on Undefeated. But Warren Buffett said some about the wealth. He said some key, Corey. He said a wealth game is nothing more. Check this out, Corey. This is how I paraphrase it. Nothing more than the transfer of wealth from dumb people to smart people. It's all wealth here. Hold up.
Hey.
Hold up. Got two more for you, then I'm gonna let you comment. From unconscious people to woke people. From impatient people, we got to have it right now, to patient people. I'll wait. He said that in so many words. Let me tell y'all something. It is some real serious economic games being played out here, and these young guys are not ready for it. It's a hell of a game. It's a world championship of economics being played.
hey,
Now, there you go.
what's about to happen when we come out of this coronavirus is going to be the hunt and the hunted, the hunter and the hunted, right? Because what you got to do, either you going to hunt and maintain, or you going to perish. A lot of this stuff is based on economics, society, lifestyle based, and also it's population based. Only the strongest will survive. We put you on a ship and send you across the water. Who's sick on the ship die? We throw you over. With the strongest get to the land and make it. But then when you get to the land, the Indians there, they give you some. You part of them perish, wipe out. You wipe out. Some of the white folks wipe out. The blacks, few still standing. Then we bring Chinese people in. They bring Chinese flu. Some of them perish. Some of the Indians. Who's gonna make it? The strong will survive. You have to educate, practice, pray, work, and sleep.
I got something for you. Dirk,
one more thing to that.
Dirk, I got to
listen.
answer this question. I'm gonna answer it after you. You piggyback off that one. We got a question. We want to engage the audience too. And they just said something key. So you want to answer that first, then I do it. Which one you want me to do, Dirk? It don't matter.
Go ahead, get a question.
Okay. Mr. Dreamgate said something real key. He said, Hatter, what influenced you to pull your son from West Side and put him into Kincaid? Wouldn't the Ivy League school have recruited him if he stayed at West Side? Let me tell you some Dreamscape. Some kind of way you got the wrong information. I didn't pull my son. My son was at Kincaid first.
Yes.
5th and 6th grade. Okay. He was at Kincaid first because I was smarter. Well, I ain't saying I got advised that early childhood education builds the platform for where your kid gonna be later. Okay. That's why pre-K and all of them, they so important, because that's where the kids get most of their fundamentals earlier in life. That's why it's
Yeah.
so important. That's why they be called, always talking about pre-K. It's important, pre-K. They saying it for a reason. The other people in our community, we don't. But I listen. So, and I listen. That's all right. I got your Dreamscape. I'm going to help you. So in the 5th and 6th grade was two of the hardest years as a parent that I ever had with my son. And we don't even talk about it, but he got out of school at 3 o'clock, y'all. And we'll be there until 11 o'clock finishing homework. Literally every day. He didn't have time to do nothing but go to sleep.
That's it.
And guess what they told me? And I asked him, I said, whoa. I'm paying you to do this. Y'all got to realize he went to 5th and 6th grade. Ain't no scholarship. You couldn't play sports. You couldn't play sports at Kincaid in the 5th and 6th grade. Yes, I had to pay. No scholarship. So guess what? Hold on. Let me help him though. You know, because some people think, I'm just letting you know. So Dirk, that stuff was so hard. And guess what the teachers told me? We know they can't retain all of this, but the muscle, your brain is like a muscle. So we having him study and do all of this stuff so it can expand that muscle. I said, what?
Yeah.
Yes, we know we can't do all of this. Oh, yes, we know, but we're gonna keep giving it to him, and and you're gonna see the results. So after those 2 years, now you gotta realize my poor little baby was the only black male in his class. He had 2 black girls. He was the only black male. And I didn't know he didn't like it. He ain't never tell me. You know, he ain't never tell me, but he told his mom. So I'm out of town, Dirk. I'll never forget this. I'm out of town, and I had already sent that deposit for the 7th grade, right? You know why they do when you deposit? They don't want to get your deposit
Yeah,
back.
you got to pay it early.
So hold on. The school called me. Kincaid started before regular school. And
That's
say, your
right.
son is not there. Is not in school. Now, mind me, me and his mom were not together, separate home. Nobody knew that. They said all through school, nobody even knew that, how we conduct our business. But let me show you something. So I called and said, why Robert ain't in school? He done checked in to Westboro Middle School over near his home.
Yep.
I don't get that. Dirk, I'm still mad about that deposit.
They wouldn't give it back.
Hell no.
No, they don't give it back. You don't get that's no refund.
Yeah, you got held your spot. You got to realize now. Hold on.
Oh, you paid for a spot. Oh, yeah.
Kincaid got a waiting list down
get in.
Memorial. So
Right.
so he told me when I got back, you know, he said, Dad, I just wanted to be in my name. I was blessed that Westbriar Middle School was a pretty good school. So
Yeah.
in a pretty good neighborhood. So I was mad, but when he told me, he just said, Dad, I just wanted to be around my folks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want to go. I said, okay. And I was hot. But sometimes you got to know, you got to lose a battle in order to win a war.
That's it. But guess what? The foundation was already laid, though.
And that's what I was getting ready to say, Corey, because he went over there, and now what he had got at Kincaid made him excel at Westboro.
Yeah.
You know, you had to test. They had to go test at Westboro because you had to test to get in Westboro, right?
Right.
They said he breezed through that test so fast, and made that's when it started the track. Because Westbriar feeds into West Side. That's when they put him on the track to be in all AP classes for the rest of his career. Because that other stuff was just a little bit, and that's just his case. I mean, but you know what, Dirk? And I'm glad Dreamscape asked me that, because I know it's some kids that went to Kincaid and was 12th graders that made it 12th through 12th grade.
Right.
They couldn't get into Cornell or Columbia.
Hey, let me tell you.
So what God got for you sometimes, y'all, it don't matter where you go, John
Hey.
Newsom.
Let me tell you what the Yale
Oh, they don't play.
recruiter came to my crib over there on McGregor. He said, "Oh, we gonna take him and we gonna get him in, and he's not gonna flunk out. We don't flunk out. We will put you out, but nobody would know why you got." So Ivy League schools have a rule. It's no flunking out. It's a no return.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they
Transfer
have.
wherever you want to. They ain't gonna say your grade's low or nothing. No, he just couldn't return.
And some people can't handle that stuff, Dirk. So, and parents, don't get me wrong. This not for everybody.
No, it's not.
Say that one more time, Adam, because they need
Going
to
to the Ivy League is not, your son got to have a certain, when I saw that boy, you got to remember, when I saw that boy go through those, he didn't never complain about those 4 p.m. to 11 o'clock lesson. He just kept doing it. He never complained. I'm the one was complaining because I had to help. I couldn't understand that stuff, man. Got all these degrees. I couldn't understand nothing them people were doing in the fifth and sixth grade.
I bet. Right.
And so, but it was so. I mean, when I thought about it, like I say, he told me when he graduated. I know. Hey, it is so. Hey, it's so ironic. When he graduated in 2013, guess who was the speaker at his convocation? Vice President Joe Biden.
Damn.
Check this out. And now he is the president. He gonna be the Democratic nominee.
He gonna be the Democratic nominee.
It's just so ironic. But Dirk, he told me, I never forget this, Dirk. He said, Dad, I can say it now. Man, that's the hardest thing you can ever do is be a student athlete at an Ivy League.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, those guys who make it through that, he said, Dad, they can make it the rest of their life. That's why he went to New York. Cause you know what he said? What's the song?
You built different now.
What the song say about New York? If you can make it there, you can make it
You can
anywhere.
make it anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why he said, man, he loved California. Huh?
A lot of people don't make it from here and go to New York, and they can't adjust.
Dude,
They can't adjust, man.
They eat you up, man.
People stacked on top of you, and you got that damn grind. Ain't nobody caring who you are with. See, in Houston, you can jump in your car. I can call Dirk, call Hannah. Goddamn, we can jump in a Rolls Royce. We can pull up at Turkey Leg Hut, and they know us.
Yes.
In New York, everybody got a damn Rolls Royce. They don't give a damn who you are.
You right.
Hey.
But that's the beauty of New York, though, because see, New York is about hustlers. That's what it's built of.
Yes, that's what they are.
That's what it's built of.
You know what, Robert? And he really don't like the people because he from the South.
Right.
He love people. He said, Dad, let me tell you something. Up here, you ain't got no money.
Dog eat dog.
Your job, hold up. They look at where you work, where you went to school.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got none of them working for you, they gonna look past you like you just a. Listen, man. He don't like that. He don't like opportunities.
He on Wall Street, ain't he?
Yeah, he on Wall Street, but he don't like. See, cause he telling me about it. I can't tell it because the guy might know. But he said some people just be around people just to use their contacts with those people.
But what did we just say?
Yeah, but he struggles with that though, Dirk.
It goes back to what we was just saying.
He struggled with that though, Dirk. He struggles with it.
Well, I understand because where he was raised, but see, but you gave him, you put him in an environment to where he know how to survive.
Yeah.
Even in spite of his dislike for what's around him.
Right.
You know, because and parents, you need to listen to this real close. And a lot of y'all out there who work for corporations understand this. So you can work in a corporation, and in your department, you valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you see the president, you are not valuable. You're just valuable in your department.
There's levels to it, ain't it?
Yeah. See, everybody not valuable to the president. The department is valuable to him, but he like, who you? Oh, okay. You work
They
for
call it a small fish.
Yes. And you got to understand that you in that department to hustle the department. When you become a department head, when you become a Robert Hatter, oh yeah, that's Mr. Hatter. There's a difference.
Hey, Dirk, it kind of remind me, I own that liquor store, so we're buying all that liquor, and I'm like, shit, I'm the man.
Yeah.
Then I see they got 40 cases going to Specs and Total Wine. I'm like, damn. But what it is, stay in your lane.
Hey, that's what I said.
That you think you can go on.
It's commercial time.
No.
No, and my fault. Corey, it's my fault. Let me tell you something. That young man that owned that, he is the owner. The HNIC, not the manager, not the assistant manager. He is the founder, owner, proprietor, whatever word you, of a liquor, his own liquor store. And tell him the name of it. Hold up. In a nice neighborhood. Keep going.
I took my sports money that Dirk and Hatter had put all the dreams in me. I took my sports money and I put it in the liquor.
Yes,
See,
sir.
you black people got to understand. No, I'm just messing with you. But y'all own Bottles Liquor Store, 2240 Navigation, Suite 500. Been there for 2.5 years. And it's a blessing because you know what was funny? My kids was like, Daddy, you opened that liquor store? I said, Morgan, what do you remember in a lot of neighborhoods? You remember a few things, but you're going to remember the damn liquor store.
Yeah.
So it's recession-proof. No matter what's going on, there's money coming in, and that's what it's about. So when me and my wife said, what we're going to do, we're going to open up a liquor store. And we still got our corporate jobs.
Yeah.
I still got the sports agency.
Yeah.
And it takes 2 or 3 hustles to make it, to live the lifestyle you want to live, and that's what it's about.
But that's what you're talking about, and that's what we're talking about from the grassroots all the way up to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get to us. If you don't have the knowledge to be able to create, to take this economic literacy that Hatter's talking about,
Yep.
and then creating money streams
That's
and
it.
asset protection of those money streams, you can't attain wealth. You can get rich.
Dirt.
That's the difference.
Get wealthy, because there's a difference between rich and wealthy.
Dirt.
That's right. Rich go broke real quick.
Hey, both of y'all, man.
Hey,
Hey, let me tell you something. I can't get off this show because this is a grassroots, amateur sports centric show. So I'm gonna use y'all expertise. We're gonna walk down. Parents, I told y'all I got a notes full of stuff that I'm gonna help y'all in the future. Okay. I've been blessed enough to be able to go and listen to parents that has raised, they call it raising fame.
Right.
Dale Curry and his wife, Sonia, two of the greatest people that I've ever, you got to realize, Byron Dinkins, if y'all remember Byron Dinkins, you remember Byron Dinkins. He's from Charlotte. Yeah. He used to work out with Dale and Steph.
All the time.
So every drill they would do, Dale would send it to, Byron sent it to me. That's what I used to have Robert. Robert just couldn't shoot like Steph. That's why I said Steph God didn't touch Steph, because Robert shot the same amount of shots. But sometimes God just said, but guess what? They going around, they got this thing, they got a podcast, it's called Raising Fame. And some of us in summer basketball community, y'all in y'all sphere of influence, we're raising fame. Some of these kids are famous, a lot more famous than they used to be when we didn't have social media. So, so they talked about some things. They talked to Tom Brady's mom and dad. That was one of the most unique. Tom Brady ain't really, listen to me, Tom Brady ain't never just really been broke. So let's get that out the way.
Will you say that one more time so these people understand that?
Tom Brady, y'all, I didn't know this, but he ain't never been broke, because they used to go to the country club when he was little and play golf. So when you go to the country club, you're not. You all right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's
You
get this.
somebody.
Hey,
Huh? No, I got. It's more. Let me, and then we're gonna talk about it. But him and Stephen got sort of unique plights because guess what? Both of them were not highly heralded as amateurs. Most of these teams, Dirk wouldn't have wanted Steph on their team. He was little and he shot the ball from down here.
That's right.
Seth Curry learned to shoot the ball like his daddy. Steph shot it from here. And they spent, a whole summer. Steph was mad because they wouldn't let him play that summer. Nothing but getting that shot pocket from here a whole summer. When Dale go out of town, Sonya got back. When Dale took care of it. When Dale came back because he was playing for Toronto, he had to take care of it. So Steph didn't like it. He didn't like it. But guess what? He stayed the course. He was a slight frame. He was a little skinny kid. Nobody gave him an offer. Even the school that his dad was a record setter at, Virginia Tech, did not offer him. Tom Brady did have no offers. He from California. He from the San Francisco area, and no team on the Pac-12. None of them people wanted him. Nobody wanted him. He was slow. He was lanky. He was. But guess what? Daddy and Mama did not want him to go to Michigan. Guess why he went to Michigan? He saw a game on TV. He liked them helmet. That helmet with the buck.
with them, yeah.
And he
The
said,
stripes on
thing.
Daddy didn't want him to go to Michigan. Dude, they was just talking about some things. I'm going to give you some steps. They said, check this out, y'all. Parents should allow, because the dad was mad about it, Tom going there.
Right.
He said, but parents should allow kids to go to school that they want to. Just inform them and groom them, but they the one got to be on that campus, not you.
Yeah.
And Dirk, what you said earlier, if sports don't work out, be proud to have a degree. I got something else for you, parents. Hold on. I told you I wasn't going to forget about y'all.
That's some tea sipping right there. Ain't that them women say they sipping tea?
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Hold your pinky out. How you do it?
Hey, Dirk.
Hannah got his head.
Hey, Dirk, this right here is a like and share moment right here. Go to a school that the coach really wants you.
Amen.
That's the number one.
Okay, hold on. When Tom Brady, the greatest coach, the greatest quarterback supposedly ever, 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 wins, Tom coached who recruited him at Michigan. First of all, didn't nobody want him on the East Coast, right? I mean, on the West Coast.
Right.
So he go to Michigan, the coach who recruited him got fired.
Happened to my brother at Rutgers. Same shit.
Dirk, I'm just going down the line, Dirk. I got notes,
Yeah.
Dirk. I took notes.
That's it.
The dad asked the coach. This is what Jimmy tell y'all. Don't be scared to ask questions, Alfie Obese, Clarence Harris. Don't be scared to ask no questions. He said, man, Daddy said, do y'all really want him, man? I know the coach done left. Do y'all really want him? Because Dad wanted him to go to Cal. Because Cal is right down the street.
Right.
But guess what? They didn't want him. Lloyd Carr was the new coach at Michigan. He didn't even know Brady. He didn't know the hell who Brady was. Because Brady wasn't what? See, everybody be mad about, but y'all ain't giving my son no looks. He ain't getting no burn. Y'all don't like my son. Jimmy, y'all sleeping on my son. Y'all, he ain't did. Lloyd Carr didn't know Brady. Okay? No coach on the staff knew him. You know how other guys on the staff was rooting for their guy?
That's right. That's right.
Tom was 7th. Tom Brady, y'all, was 7th on the depth chart. 7th. Playing quarterback, 7th. You the 7th quarterback. So 6 guys got to get hurt before you get Hold up. He thought he beat out one guy, right? And he did. He outperformed him, but the other coach vouched for the guy. Tom Brady thought about leaving, y'all. Boom, boom, room. Tom Brady said, man, I'm gonna go. I'm gone. But guess what? In the Michigan locker room, Charles Woodson told me about this. They got a sign saying, those who stay will be winners. It's on the weight room wall. Those that stay will be winners.
Will be winners.
Talk to the coach. They talk to the coach, right? Tom go talk to the coach. Parents, I'm finna help you out. Y'all better listen. Here's another one, Dirk.
Drop a nugget. Drop
Here's
a
another
nugget.
one.
Man.
When you talk to a coach, don't you mention no other player. Coach,
Say that again.
when you talking to the coach,
Don't mention other
don't you
players.
mention what somebody else ain't doing or that player that ain't this. Dirk, I'm telling you. Because
That's the
guess what
common-
Lord
yeah.
Cott told Tom Brady that when he come in and talking about this other dude, he does that, he threw interception. He said, hey, son, worry about your damn self. Don't worry nobody else. So guess what Tom did? He didn't quit. He got on them stadium steps. If y'all ever seen Michigan Stadium, he started running them steps. He said he was going to stay and make or break his career at Michigan.
Wow.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay, man. So I tell all of these people in AAU them, and because you go, it's a lot of clowns. There's a lot of clown stuff going on in the summer basketball industry.
Hey,
Man.
before you get off
Go.
Brady, when you say Brady would be probably, I hate to say this, but he's probably the most infamous Michigan player in the NFL.
Yeah, he wasn't good at
Meaning that
Michigan.
he's more, his career in the NFL was so bigger than his college.
Yes.
You don't even really remember in Michigan.
No.
That's
No.
Only
so
played one season.
but what
Yeah.
I'm going to, what I'm saying is growth is imminent. You have to take your time through. You don't never know where you can end up and be. He worked to get there.
But Corey, he set the growth in motion when he made the commitment to invest in himself.
Yeah.
He didn't say the grass is greener over there. No, I'm gonna make the grass greener right here for me. I'm gonna invest in me because I believe in me. And all I need is an opportunity, but I'm gonna make it or break it right here. And in today's society, in grassroots basketball and college football, in this day of player movement, we don't have guys like that who had the foresight to invest in themselves. Now, in some situations, we know it's warranted that a guy got a check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I come from the old school of thought that, you know what I'm saying, I chose Kentucky. Kentucky didn't choose me.
Right.
I chose Kentucky, you know, because I had hundreds of schools that I could have went to, but I chose them. And when I made that choice, my parents always told me, if you make that choice, if you start somewhere, that's where you're going to finish.
Finish it.
That was for me. Because I went 4 years and I could have left when Isaiah left after 2 years at Indiana. I could have entered that draft that year. But I didn't, because I like, okay, you know, he won the national championship. I ain't win none. I wanted to win one so I could be in the lottery.
Right. I got
you. know what I'm saying? I ended up in the first round, but I wasn't a lottery pick. But I was willing to invest in me.
Right.
And hold up, I got something else. I got something else for the parents now. I told y'all, listen, we talked all of that NBA and high academic stuff. I got something, listen. AAU community is something about, we played in that thing. I loved it when I played. It's some stuff that I don't like, and I'm trying to help our next generation change. So guess what else, Tom Brady? No, Sonya Curry and guess who else they talk? Guess who I love? Russell Wilson's mama. Oh my God, I love her. Love her. But tell you, we'll get to her in the future because I'm gonna do a topic like every day called Raising Fame. Cause because guess what, y'all? Y'all are Kevin Jones. He's on here right now. His son, wasn't nobody talk about him that much as a football player, right?
Right.
I went over there. I rode way out there to see him play. And I sit there and said, oh my God. I went and had to see him play again. And I said, oh, Kyron Jones, quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh my God. Now, guess what? Everybody else not saying, oh my God. Clemson.
Where is he at? What high school he at?
Shadow Creek, the Creek Bowl.
Okay. Well, you know, my little nephew is number 3 in the nation, DB out at Katy. I ain't gonna drop no names, but little Hunter Washington.
That's not the
That's my nephew.
Oh, stop the
So,
press.
you know, I ain't got much LSU, Alabama.
No. Do me a favor.
Hey,
do me a
I mean,
favor.
his daddy just texted me this morning. He was like, cuz, he's like, I love you, man. They
do
just
me a
lost their
favor.
grandmother, but that's my family.
Hold up. Do me a favor.
And guess who one of his friends that stay over there every day? You know Bobby Taylor's son?
Yeah.
Little BT, a sophomore.
As soon as you get through talking, I'm finna blow your mind. Just tell me when you get through talking.
That's it. I'm done.
Do me a favor. When we get off this show, you can do it now. And you call Hunter and
All
say,
right.
Hunter, I was on the show with Robert Hatter. And
All
watch what he say to you. Because guess what? When they played North Shore, Kevin Allen introduced me to his dad. He twisted his ankle in warm up.
You met him with me plenty of times. You just didn't know.
Dude, that's my dude, man.
Because his dad, his other son used to play a lot of AAU basketball with.
Sure did.
With you, Dirk, over there with Lucas and all that.
Listen to me. Hunter, wait till when you call, I know you're going to call him. Hunter is my dude. But let me get back.
They watching now. Put us on Facebook.
Oh, they get
Okay.
Okay. So hold on. I got something best for you. And this is what Tom Brady's and remember Dale Curry and his wife named Sonya. They said, Tom Brady daddy said, man, I got stuff coming out my coming out this side.
You got excited, man.
Yeah. He said, parents, find a vocational path that enrich your life and your family. That's what you want your kid to do. Find a vocational. Some people vocation is not basketball, but some of these guys good enough for basketball to be their vocation. Okay? Yeah. But you want your family, because she was talking about the rest of the kids in their family. All of them went and found something that can enrich their family and their life. Then he said, allow kids to be kids. Hold on. Let's go back one more time.
Straight to be grown. You know what I'm saying? And be the breadwinner.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, y'all. I wish I had this information. Me and Dirk, I wish I had it. Hold up. Allow kids to be kids. At the age of 10, 13, and 14, they're still kids. They don't need to have parents working them over all the time.
Yeah.
Sports
that drive home, parent. That's what Robert's talking about.
Sports is supposed to be an outlet. It's not a 24-hour thing that they do in their lives.
Yeah.
If they are fortunate, it could be at the age of 22. They'll get lucky, like my son. Every kid wants to be a kid and should be treated as a kid. Yeah. All you people that's out here living vicariously, listen, Clarence Harris. Clarence Harris, this is my show. You just listening right now. Don't transfer your values to them and expect them to be the greatest in everything.
Yeah.
They are going to lead their own paths. I've seen so many parents who vicariously live through their kids. And
Yeah.
the kids get all screwed up. Let your kids be kids, Dirk, and don't expect for them to be professional athletes. If God wants your kid to be a professional athlete, he will get there. You don't have to kick them and beat it in them, because if you do, these kids are going to burn out, and then you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
A lot of parents like that. Dirk, you've seen it. Let them walk their own journey,
Yeah.
not your journey. You hold up. You had your chance.
Yes, sir.
Clarence Harris, you had your chance.
And what Hatter just said to all you parents out there, to all you grassroots coaches, you need to put that in your mission statement, because that's the thing that the kids just want to be kids.
Yeah.
You know, I tell my parents all the time, go take your kid on vacation. Go take your kid on vacation.
Hold up, Dirk. So you saying the Peace Jam on the weekend ain't no vacation?
No, it ain't no vacation. That's a job.
What about the old school pump and run?
That's a job. You know why it's a job? You know why it becomes a job? Because there's 350 employers sitting over there critiquing them.
Right.
They can't make no mistakes. Think about it. Me and you coaching them, we don't want to make no mistakes. The parents in the stands don't want to make no mistakes. The evaluators don't want to make no mistakes. And the kid is like, well, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Excuse my language.
I got to bleep Dirk out on that one. I got to edit this one.
My language, but that's how enormous it is to the kid.
Hell, you ain't got your button.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Dirk.
For you parents out there,
Here you go, Dirk.
Like that.
The most important thing that Hatter said in that list of things is don't take your values
Right.
and put on your kid. They are their own person. And please, mute your mouth on the way home.
Hey, so Dirk,
sure wish I had
the AU coaches ain't asking for no jobs no more.
Hey, Dirk, I
If
sure
Lil Billy
wish I
go
had a Dirk.
to Kansas State, he can't get no assistant job.
Well, you know, they doing it differently now.
What they doing now?
How they doing it now, Dirk?
Now, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
They'll say they got guys like Jimmy with their list. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know he's in the top 10 of 24/7. You know, they list all these lists. And I see you got a job, you know, open. I don't want that job. I want a job in the basketball operations where I'm behind the scenes and I'm not over on the bench. See, they ain't trying to get to the bench no more. In the program.
Right.
See, that's how the kid that's the #1 player got to Oklahoma State, because his brother got the job at Oklahoma State. He started in the basketball operation. Then this year they moved him to the bench when the kid getting ready to come eligible to choose a school. He choose Oklahoma State.
I love it. Cade
Now,
Cunningham.
I know this is because my school went to see this kid. Now, we don't never go see a kid, our head coach.
He all the time. I saw
He
him.
went to see this kid 6 times in his house.
Oh my God.
Now, for all you people out there, you know, understand what this we talking about Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the bag got bigger every time.
Right. Right.
Now, I'm just being real with you out there. But I'm saying to you, it was already put in motion 2 years prior, because Boynton was smart enough to say, well, I'm a hard hatter now. I'm going to put him over here. And now, emotionally, the player is now torn from what he want to do to what he got to do.
My brother got a nice job. I'm going to make sure my brother keep that job. I'm telling you
Damn
that.
right.
Because I can play in the NBA. I can play anywhere I want.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how they doing it now, Corey. You know what I'm saying?
Look what Mindy said, Corey. Mindy Collins, she got a son. That's a good matter of fact. Cameron Collins just he received an offer from St. Thomas University, and I did not acknowledge that on the show. But
You said it yesterday.
but yeah, Cam Collins, and I'm so proud of him. But she said, I learned not to talk to my son about his game and what he needs to do, especially on game day, and found he played loose that way. Don't feel so much pressure. Yes. Dirt.
Just be a parent.
Dirt. It's so funny. People texting me, you got and I knew you did, but I didn't want to correct you. You got a couple of things of the semantics, the mechanics around how Cannon got that job, but the gist of the thing is you saying that without Cannon being there, Cade Cunningham wouldn't go there. That's the moral of the story.
Right.
That's good. But hold up now. I got some more now. Hold up. Raising Fame. I got some more for you. Mindy, I hope you're taking notes. Because Mindy, you might help. Guess what? Seth Curry and Steph Curry, they played multiple sports. Seth was great at soccer. They were small kids. They played all different kind of sports. Asked when they did. They asked him, I said, when did they know they were special? Dale said, man, I just really didn't. I ain't really know he was special till he got to the league. No. To Davidson, when he made a thing at Davidson. The benefits of and they were talking about the benefits of playing multiple sports. You know how they got these kids just basketball. Man, I got mad with Robert. You know what? I let Robert quit baseball, and I'm mad at myself because he was great at everything else. But baseball, the dudes he was killing it in middle school. He was the man in every sport except baseball, right? So when he went over there, those little white dudes he used to dominate on the basketball court and on the football field, they were better than him on the baseball field. He ain't like that. And I should have just said, let me tell you something. I shouldn't have allowed him to quit, but I know when somebody pitching that ball at him, somebody hit him in the head, and then he said, Daddy, I wanted to quit. I ain't want to hear that. So guess what? I allowed him to not. He said, no, I'm not quitting. I just want to focus on basketball. That's how he used me, because he said, I just want to put more into basketball. Man, come on out here. In baseball, I feel with because baseball is a spring sport. It'll feel. So I let him get away with that one. But that's a story. But Dirk, let me give you the information. Hold on. Because Dirk, I guess they want me. They said that's not true what Dirk is saying about Cade. NCAA rule has a rule against what Dirk is saying. This is Cade's brother. First year at Oklahoma State. He was a Tulane basketball ops guy at first.
Right. That's right.
Then he came over. So that's his first full year. He ain't been
He was at Tulane
like
first.
This would be his this is his first full year. There.
Right.
So okay, but you was in it got to be somebody from Dallas gonna text me with that.
But let's get something straight on the rule.
A lot of Dallas kids go to
NCAA rules for you parents out there. A rule is a rubber band. Understand that in the NCAA. It is made to be stretched.
It's made for what?
Just because they got a rule don't mean schools ain't gonna stretch it. Now, in that situation, I was using that as an example for Corey, even though I was incorrect in what I said, but what I was saying was is that because of that family member, it tore the kid emotionally from doing something he wanted to do to doing something to support.
So you think the kid wanted to go to Kentucky? I heard he wanted to go to Kentucky.
Everybody around was saying that.
Okay.
And I was just
I see
saying
what you're saying.
knowledge
I got you.
that
I got you.
control the inside track because Cal don't make 6 trips to a kid.
Good point.
Hey, listen to this.
Okay.
So what happens if the kid don't make it to the league? What kind of remorse you have for your brother if something don't pan out the way it's supposed to? If your career don't end up being the way it's supposed to be at Oak State, but your brother got a job, you know, now I gotta stay here 4 years to keep the damn job, but I'm going to the league after 1 or 2.
Oh, he gone like a turkey through the
If it don't
door.
pan out, he gonna end up calling you.
Hey,
Because you don't have to help him get a job somewhere.
Hey. Kate Cunningham got a chance to be, to me, being the number 1 pick in the draft
Next year.
in the top 5.
Oh, 1 year.
He got a
In
chance.
1 year. I mean, and see, and that's the different thing too for you parents out there. For a guy like Cunningham,
Okay.
he has been picked apart since he was in the 8th grade about his level of talent. He's played on numerous USA basketball teams.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought he wasn't that good in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but the thing about it is, Robert, he was always pretty big. For
Okay,
his
yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Once, and Paris, I'm gonna give you some percentages. Okay.
Work it out.
In the last 4 drafts of the NBA, 14 out of 15 of the lottery picks have played for USA basketball.
Okay.
14 out of 15 lottery picks have come from USA basketball in the last 4 drafts.
Say that again.
14, there's 15 picks in the lottery.
Okay.
In the last 4 drafts, each year, 14 of those picks, those players have played for USA basketball. So what we're saying and what I'm telling you is that if you know your kid is being touted for USA basketball, that's the quickest route to the lottery. That's all I'm saying.
No, you good. Hey, Corey, you got a last talk, and I know you got to go. I
gotta go, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate being on with you guys, and man, y'all, this is needed. Grassroots, pro, overseas. I want to come back. We're gonna talk more about overseas basketball with Dirk and Hatter. And man, we're gonna talk about some guys we done helped get overseas and how they done did. And some of them in the league coaching right now. But we ain't gonna do the same.
And when you come back, Corey, I want you specifically talk about how overseas guys manage their money because the money ain't the same as in the NBA.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of guys that are doing prominently in making money and coming back and taking care of their money. And I think the parents need to get that.
All right, baby. Take care, man.
Take care, Doc.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, man, that was good. Hey, you know what, Dirk? I'm gonna help you because I know now somebody that texts me that's close to the situation, right? When I tell you they close to the situation,
I know I'm gonna bring them out.
No. I'm gonna show you how close they are. Them and the coach, real close.
Right.
Them and the family, close. But them and the coach, real close, right? It's nothing against it. It's just you being a Kentucky guy, you gonna hear from the Kentucky side. A lot.
That's what I was getting.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. But he had some valid points. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back. And it just cause guess what? That's why in court they always said tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. You got your opinion, and your opinion is because you are a Kentucky grad. You know Cal. You know everybody on their staff. You know what they was telling you. Okay.
Right.
So let me show you. He just talking about. He talked about the NC. He said the family is very close, and they handpicked this situation. Okay, hold on. Cade has only played on one USA basketball team. Okay,
That's true.
Cade wanted to go to North Carolina if he didn't go to Oklahoma State. So that's. I mean, and I understand where you was coming from, but I'm glad to hear this side.
No, that's what we want.
I'm glad. That's what the chop shop, and I'm glad but that's great information for people to know.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I know he liked Kentucky, but now I remember North Carolina. I know it was the Blue Bloods in Oklahoma State.
No, North Carolina was definitely above Kentucky. What I was talking about, and you caught it, was that Cal, in pursuing this kid, made 6 trips to this kid.
That was the key. And he don't usually do that.
No, you know that. After 2, he like moving on. But he think this kid is so special. And all I was trying to say was that in his decision making, when you have a family member that is working at a university that you're considering, it's gonna cloud your choice.
Oh, of course it is. There was a hand, but the key to this thing here, he said it was a hand-picked situation.
Yeah, they already picked it out.
But guess what? You know what I like? Let me go, man. You know, I got to give my people some more now. I got to give my people some more. I mean, hold on. Where did I stop? They was talking about, they played different sports. They played multiple sports. Steph played golf all the way up into the 12th grade. So Steph played golf. Steph played football into his senior year and baseball. A lot of people know. Marcus Sloan is on the feed. He said, "What's up, Dirk?" I don't know if you look.
What's up, Marcus?
Marcus Sloan. Okay, so Seth played football into his senior year in baseball. They used other sports as an outlet. But the daddy said, Adele said, golf humbled Steph. And it got him a chance to be around different people. That's why I wanted Robert playing baseball. Different people. Different outlooks, parents. Different personalities. You ain't always with the dudes in the gym. You always, that's what I love about LJ Cryer's dad. His LJ's younger brother is a great baseball player and a great football player. He didn't, and can play. You follow me? And because they playing, LJ Cryer was a great football player before he became a basketball player. So this multiple sports stuff really works, parent. Then they said they had a daughter, Sidell. Sidell is the daughter, and she stopped playing. She didn't want to tell her dad, but she stopped playing. But see, I didn't know that Sonya Curry, she won a state championship before. So when you see her in the stands, she she don't play. Then they talked about his shot. Then they talked about PGWs, Parents Gone Wild. They didn't use our acronym, but they talked about it. It's a sensitive line to walk with your child, because she was just telling y'all, parents, I wish I had, listen to me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I wish I had this information. Any critique of them is very sensitive when it comes from you.
Yes. And it wounds them.
Yes, I know I done wounded my son, man. I know. I know I did, because he used to tell me that. I just don't like for you to say that to me. And I stopped. But remember, I told you, Dirk, I said, man, I'm sorry. I had to apologize. I said, but I wear several hats in your life. I'm your dad first. That's the number one hat. I take the rest of them hats and throw it out the window. Never want to lose you as a son. But I train you, work you out, make sure you do. I do all of those different hats. I do because I've tried to let other people work you out. And you come back dissatisfied. You always tell me, I want you to work me out. Man, I don't want that. I don't get enough reps with them. I don't get enough. But then when you come over here, and then I got to talking crazy to you, you go tell your mama. And Sonya Curry said, y'all, in everybody's defense, to all the PGWs out there, she said she violated every rule in the book. Dale, hey, guess what I learned about this? They said Dale Curry would never say nothing. Dale Curry, think about this. The man that knows probably more basketball than anybody in the gym never said nothing. He said he didn't let his kids slack off now, but he never talked to them during the game. Yeah, but she was just talking about she was a PGW. So, hey, y'all, it happens to the best of us. I wish I had a show like this telling me, you know, Dirk, guess when I found out, man, I was to shut up. Dirk, I filmed the game one time, and I saw how intense I was about these little bitty boys. And I said, hey, I love these little old boys, but they ain't, I'm not gonna let them run me crazy.
Right.
Dirk, and that's why I it can so affectionately call, talk about this. Dirk, you remember we went to where we go to? We went to the Nationals. You was on the best team. You was on the best team. You was on the good team. You was on team with the Twins one wine. We went to the And I was a boy. We was getting out here too often. I never get that, man. I mean, it's just see, think about it, y'all. Our sons they never played on the same team.
Nope. We never could get them on the same team.
We never could get them on the same team, man. It was crazy but guess what? Both of them had guards and both of them wanted the ball too.
Yeah.
Both of them wanted the ball. Because I know Robert, it's a certain team that wanted Robert to play on Robert's dad. If I go over there, them two ain't gonna pass me the ball. I'm not finna go play with them two. You know what I'm talking about.
But parents, listen to what Robert is saying about the Currys. She said that she broke every rule in the book. And what she's saying is that she didn't have no blueprint for how to act. And nobody does this perfect as a parent in when you're trying to raise an athlete. But you just have to be cognizant of your child's feelings, because the way they're watching, the way you're responding and reacting to how they do on the court.
I promise you, man.
On the field, or on the tennis, or on the track, or on the gymnastics, volleyball, whatever your son or daughter is playing. Just remember that.
Man, I swear I wish I can go back in that Back to the Future. I wish I had that car, man.
Because me, you was a fool a couple of times.
Yeah, man. let me tell you something. But you know what, Dirk? I had fun.
Yes, it was fun.
I like seeing that little boy because he was the littlest bittiest thing, but he played so hard.
Yeah, he did. He competed.
But that's
and the thing, parents, you know, our grassroots parents that are out there, enjoy the journey.
Right.
You know, I'm at a stage now with my son, and I tell him all the time, I said, you know, he'll call me. He said, well, Dad, you know, how did I play? I said, man, I just love to watch you play. I'm not looking for no results.
Me too. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the fact that you getting the college experience and that you're going to have these memories for you. And whatever you do with them, I'm all in because I got to see you play college basketball. And you enjoy it, you like it, you're having fun. You know, you win some, you lose some. You know, you have a bad game, you have a good game. I'm just there to support you.
You know another family? Another family that they interviewed, talked to? Michael Thompson and his wife. I found them delightful. Michael Thompson do not give interviews. He don't interview
everybody.
Don't. You know what I'm saying? He from the Bahamas. He kind of did. He ain't. But you know what? I was laughing because he said some parents, and I'm finna hit you here. There's gonna be a good one. There's gonna be another one of these moments. He said, be nosy with your kids and their passwords and what they doing. If you paying for that phone, be nosy. He said, cause if you don't raise your kids, the world will. I'm gonna repeat that. If
Amen.
you don't raise your kids, the world will. And don't sweat the small stuff, but be nosy. Michael Thompson said that. Yes, be nosy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know you got something to say about that. I know.
No, he's saying if you know, we have to have the responsibility that they're kids. And just because they are a star in their prospective sport athletics doesn't mean they're supposed to move to being the parent.
Right.
Or they have the right of privacy.
Right.
You know, because, you know, like, you know, my grandmama and my mama used to say all the time, you don't pay no bills around here. You can't put no locks on no doors in here. And it's the same with the telephone.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the parents should adhere to that.
And Dirk, before we get off, because, you know, our time's up. And boy, we came on time. But, you know, I thought about something. We didn't mention it today because it's the Houston Texans, man. They get rid of DeAndre Hopkins and get Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, pretty good player, but he always getting concussions. He always hurt. Kenny Stills always getting concussions. And always, what's the other guy? We got another one that always.
Fuller, Will
Fuller. Fuller, always getting hurt. And I was just thinking about this, man. Did y'all know? Katie Allison. Did y'all know? Clarence Harris. That Bill, do y'all know who Bill O'Brien's number 2 man in the organizations is? Do y'all know who his number 2 football person? He over like the vice president of football operations. Guess what his background is? The team chaplain. He was a team chaplain.
Come on, Hannah.
Yes, his name is Jack Easterly. Look him up. So Bill O'Brien, nobody telling him he doing all this on his own.
No, he got carte blanche. They have given him carte blanche. But let's look at Bill O'Brien though. Remember, Belichick never had a super wideout with Tom Brady till he got Randy Moss. He always believed in going and get second-tier guys. Bill O'Brien, in my opinion, is operating on the same premise. Because when he trade DeAndre Hopkins, who's arguably one of the top 3 or maybe 2 wide receivers in NFL today, I want to take a test kit over there and test him because I was like, I don't know what happened, you know, but a football person, every football person that I've talked to has said that was a bad trade.
I don't think y'all heard what I said. Jack Easter. Let me make sure that man's name. Jack Easterby. Look him up, Clarence Harris.
See, the number 2 man?
He the number 2 man behind Bill. That's who he bounced.
So that's the guy he getting validation from.
Dude.
Of what he doing.
Dude, I'm sitting
That's what your number 2 do.
Dude, I'm sitting here looking at this stuff, man. It's unbelievable. Man, I got so much. Hey, man, Dirk, I just appreciate you, Doc. You know, the NBA had and MBPA have agreed to extend, I don't know if you saw that, the moratorium on transactions agreements, trades and player and team up indefinitely. So they dude, Dirk, it's becoming apparent to me that we might not have a season, man. We might not have a basketball.
Well, it's very possible, Hatter, and in light of this pandemic, and the fact of it is that so many guys going to be impacted financially with the reduction. And that reduction, as I was reading today on Bleacher Report, will impact next year. And for you fans out there who love NBA basketball, our biggest threat is that if we do cancel the season, that they have a clause in there where they also cancel the CBA, which could lead to a lockout of next year.
It could trigger. It could trigger it. And it's, and I was looking, Dirk, I mean, it's crazy. I was thinking about sports. The reason I wanted to come back was Nelson Mandela, he got a saying that sports has the power to change the world. That was one of his quotes. And before I get off of here, because we going to the weekend, I just want to know from the Facebook. I wish I had asked this question earlier. Have y'all had a virtual happy hour yet? I'm just asking, cause I saw some women do that, but I just don't think men. I mean, I don't know no guys who done did it, but Mindy, Jeremy, are your wife or your significant others, Clarence, Harris, Allison, are y'all having virtual happy hours? That means y'all getting on the y'all talking like y'all drinking and talking, but y'all own whenever them FaceTime and Kevin Freidman, you do it? And I'm just trying to figure out. I know women do men do that? Dirt. Man, don't call me talking about no virtual happy. First of all, I don't drink.
Right, me neither.
So I'm just sitting back. I just want to know. It's a couple of things I want to ask y'all before you get up. Before to go. Let me see. Hey, hold up, Dirt. Oh, Dirt. This is what I wanted to do. I should have did this today, but I had to get you and Corey in. I want to tell everybody you have no excuse, nobody, for not finish reading at least one book while under quarantine. I just want to know what everybody reading. Somebody put some stuff on there because I've been reading a lot. Put a book on there. If you got a book that somebody need to read, let me know. Put a book on there. She said happy hour, family prayer, and everything. Okay, I understand family prayer, but
But why we doing happy hour, virtual happy hours?
What's the point? Hold up. They get dressed up. They had a drink. Some women had their little cigar out sitting on the patio. Somebody was playing the music, and they went on and on and on. But hold up, I understand that from women. I just don't see no 10 men doing that. Dude, I don't like you that much. Don't FaceTime me with that.
But what man is gonna dress up, put his suit and tie on, you know what I'm saying, to talk to 9 other men while we drinking?
No. But Allison, I understand women doing it. I thought it was nice to see the girls do it. I thought it was. I said, wow. But I'm just talking about men ain't gonna. No. Yeah, just y'all had to help me out. Hold up, I got a couple of more notes. Oh, y'all, hold up. Let me tell you. I knew I had some. Let me tell you what the Twitter was saying about Brandon Cooks, man. The guy, man. They said Brandon Cooks is 26 years old and now has been traded 3 times. They say he is the Tobias Harris of the NFL.
Wow.
Then guess what? Herb must be gone. Brandon Cooks has been getting passed around the league like a blunt.
Y'all wrong
Hey,
for
man,
that.
these people are going crazy out here, Dirk. And I'm just trying to see if it's anything. Dirk, I would like for everybody to go look up the Vinnie Johnson story. Thank you, Kevin Freeman. Vinnie Johnson, former NBA player that's doing well, employing 200 people. He's a boss. When employing 300 people. Let me see what Puffy got on there with something today. Dirk, let me see since he off. Let me see can I bring up your dunk now since Corey is off the line. No, it just won't play. Okay. I got to choose. I'm going to just choose another file and try to do it, Dirk. Dirk, get the Dirk. I want him to see your dunk, man. I want him to see your dunk, man. Hold on.
All you people out there, this quarantine, this special time, the one thing that I tell a lot of our players, in this time, we got to come out on the other side better than we went in.
Okay, I like that.
And you have to just look at yourself and decide what that better is going to be. For some people, it's losing weight. For some people, it's going back to school. For some people, it's changing jobs. For some people, it's going volunteer. But we got to be better. Because we always asking our kids to be better. Now it's our time to take the time to be better.
Yeah.
And me personally, I'm just trying to do it every day. One day at a time. I'm challenging myself, to lose 30 pounds during this time.
I see you trying to get your workouts in around there.
Oh yeah, and I just want to put that word out there to people that, sometimes you have to look inward to change what you want to happen outward.
You can say that one more time.
Yeah, you have to look inward to change what you want to happen outward.
I got a couple of things, and then I'm gonna let them go. And let's piggyback on you because if you don't know who you are at 9 a.m., by dinner time somebody gonna tell you who you are. So you better know who you are. Everybody out there, the kids, and somebody told me this the other day. They said, I believe we have 2 lives. The life we learn with and the life we live after that.
Woo. Woo.
Ain't that a good one? I believe we have 2 lives. The life we learn with and the life we live with after that. Boy, that's gonna be a Hatterism right there. That's gonna be one of my quotes.
Now, you need to put that on the hat.
I'm gonna claim that one. But we gone, y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. It's Resurrection Sunday. I know you don't have to go to church, but do virtual church. Now, I love virtual church. I just don't know about virtual happy hours yet. So, maybe if I had a happy hour and 20 girls.
I ain't been to a happy hour in 30 years. I wouldn't know what it
go to happy hour. I mean, what am I going to have? You watch everybody else get drink? everybody else loaded it in. I'm sitting around there telling my man, I'm ready to go. But hey, you were gonna yabba dabba do this thing and slide down Dino's back, and we will see y'all Monday. Chop Shop, we out of here. Let me find that button, Dirt. We out of here.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the